Not just yet, my gorgeous Scorpioni, not just yet. Do not lose your hope whatsoever. At the beginning of this week, you are really you're gonna be working on something so important to you, something so significant to you. And then, maybe you are gonna feel just a little bit of disappointment, and it's a lot to do with a specific stage of your life, maybe not moving on as fast as you would want it. But then at the same time, I said do not lose your hope, because almost as if you're gonna get to this point where you're gonna feel, oh, I absolutely had enough, I don't want to do this anymore, no baby, no, because this is to do with like an aspect of your life that is pretty much so engraved within your spiritual journey. It's to do with your soul, it's to do with your spirits, it's to do with your soul purpose, but it's also to do with your destiny, destination, 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 destiny, destination. It's to do with your destiny, destination, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So you just have to hang on here just a little bit longer. So what you need to focus on, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel alive, and what makes you feel like really kind of positive. But also at the same time, you need to focus on your skill, because that in itself is going to bring a security into your life, both emotional and materialistic as well. Just couple of days after that moment in time, there is going to be a bit of a sudden change that you are going to have, and it looks like you're gonna be so disgusted with someone. You're gonna be so disgusted with one specific person, almost as if like the part of that change is gonna be caused with one specific person, but on top of that, once their mask falls, it's just nothing but darkness and worms. That's how you're gonna feel. As somebody who's using people, somebody who has no soul, somebody who has no spirit, like it's like a very ungenerous person, and this ungenerous person is also not very stable whatsoever. Whoever find themselves around this particular person, that person is dominating everybody in a really negative and bad way. So you knowing this, you being aware of this, my gorgeous Scorpioni, this is gonna be really brilliant, because at that moment in time, this is going to surprise you how someone can be, because this is to do with somebody who is in some way connected to you and some way connected to your life. But then at the same time, this is kind of going to throw you out of balance a little bit, but most importantly, this is in itself going to provide you with a very specific realization, very specific information, and the information and realization that you're going to be provided by when it comes to this particular situation, it's like what you're going to find out. It's going to bring a control back into your life, almost as if you're gonna realize who was like standing in your way for so long, who was like a really pretty much so having such a negative impact and negative and who was projecting negative energy towards you, and this could be like a person in your life. But this could also be somebody maybe who you were like kind of keep on watching, somebody who you were keep on following, somebody who you were keep on maybe even idolizing, as somebody who like kind of like was really kind of inspiring you, so it could really be like in your life like physically, but then again it could be somebody who you've been watching like maybe for so long. But there is something that you're going to find out about that person, and you're absolutely not going to like it whatsoever. This person has got nothing nothing to do with spirituality. This is not a spiritual person, and this person doesn't talk about spiritual things. This person is to do with something completely different, and you will know who this is because it's really going to surprise you. But then at the same time, the information and the kind of message that you're going to kind of get out of it, it's going to be absolutely life-changing, because now suddenly with what you're going to find out here, it's really kind of going to open your eyes, and it's really kind of going to be such an amazing, wake-up call. But mostly you are going to start gaining control over a very, very specific situation, and that in itself is going to become obvious, because now suddenly you're going to feel extremely determined about some kind of accomplishment, to accomplish something that was on your mind for so long, and something that you were like constantly, every single time when you would want to do this, you would just like kind of come up with a different excuse just not to do it, because it's to do with something enormous, it's to do with something giant. So now suddenly you're gonna be like you making a giant move, or starting the process of a giant change. So now suddenly you're going to be reminded of this, and you're going to realize change within. You're going to realize that something changed. So it is to do with somebody who had a really negative impact on you. So this is absolutely brilliant. You will be able to put two and two together and that in itself is going to be remarkable, because once you connect the dots, there is nothing but so much for you to do and so much for you to explore. In fact, by the time you get to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpione, for the first time in your life, you are going to feel like so adamant to explore something. You're going to like completely out of the blue, you're going to find yourself in the place, in an area, and there is some kind of a nature that is going to be around, and the nature is going to play an important role, and now suddenly it's going to come to you what you want to explore, and it's not like that this is just going to come to you like, oh, just now out of the blue. You're going to be reminded of something that inspired you within the last month so much, and now you're going to be reminded of that, and you're just going to be drawn back to that point of your life. It was like at around 1 month ago, something really inspired you. So now suddenly you're going to be reminded of this, and this in itself is going to require from you to explore as much as you possibly can. Okay, and also when it comes to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's like oh my god, this is crazy. This week is going to be very unusual, but you just kind of need to understand that, on another note, somehow, there is going to be like a little bit of disagreement that you're actually going to have with somebody. There is a little bit of argument that you're going to have with somebody. I know it sounds really bad, but then again, it's nothing that is going to affect you emotionally or whatsoever. So it's a bit of a disagreement that you're going to have with somebody around the midweek, only because you're going to become aware of some kind of lies here, and you know what, please don't get me wrong, oh my god, you're so dark, this is negative argument, this and that. No baby, no, it's no one who you are emotionally connected to, it's no one who you kind of love, no one who means to you so much. This is just going to be a bit of a petty argument because of some kind of a lies that you're going to become aware of. I know it sounds really weird. Maybe, I don't know, it's really difficult to say. I know it sounds really weird, but it is going to be a little bit of disagreement, just because you will be like kind of, you will know that there's some kind of lies. You will be thinking about some kind of lies, and that's why you're going to have disagreement with that particular person. But it's no one who you know and no one who you are connected to. I know it sounds really crazy. Maybe you will go to the shop or something. Oh my god, you're lying about the price, I don't know. It's like something like that. Or maybe, oh no, this price is not okay. Why are you saying this? Do you know what I mean? I'm just like kind of guessing what this could be. Now, this is not going to mean to you so much. This is not going to mean to you anything whatsoever, but it is going to upset you, and it's going to wind you up just a little bit. It's going to wind you up enough And it's going to wind you up to the point where you may kind of ignore an opportunity later on. So you must not allow this to kind of like wind you up to the point where you don't ignore an amazing opportunity which you are going to have shortly after that moment in time. So this is why you need to kind of like, you must not let yourself down. So when there is a bit of an argument or a bit of like a misunderstanding, nothing major, just something really tiny and petty, be happy. Have a big smile. Confuse that bastard. Have a big smile, baby. Now, be happy because it's going to be okay. This is going to be a sign and indication that shortly after that moment in time, you are going to be having a very much so interesting opportunity that you wouldn't even normally notice. So this is why this is going to be a green light that very soon after, just keep it all cool, and very soon after there is going to be a very, very interesting and important opportunity for you. This opportunity is gonna be very inspiring. This opportunity is gonna bring such a beautiful prospects into your life. This opportunity is gonna allow you to mix, the past and present and create something amazing. This opportunity in itself is gonna make you feel extremely optimistic, and is gonna change your life in the best possible way. And also this opportunity, like, it's gonna bring so much pleasure and happiness into your life. This is so important for you to understand, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So the more upset you become, the less you're going to become aware of this opportunity. So this is why you have to make sure that you ground yourself, you recenter yourself, and most importantly, don't allow something unnecessary to emotionally affect you to the point where you're not gonna realize what you should realize at that moment in time, only because you're upset. It can happen very, very easily, but when you know what to pay attention to, then again, at the same time, you're able to see things from a slightly different angle. And also at around the midweek, my gorgeous Scorpione, someone is really going to have such a beautiful impact on your life. Someone is really going to influence you to make a very, very important adjustment, okay? And at around that time, when that happens, there is also going to be a very, very unusual omen, very unusual sign. And that unusual omen and sign that you are going to have, you will know, oh my God, I need to make an important adjustment. When it comes to that omen and sign, this omen and sign is all going to be about which exactly adjustment do you need to make. This is so important because later on that is going to lead towards you evolving in the best possible way, where you're going to recognize abilities about you that you would never otherwise recognize. Okay, so you see how deep this actually is. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpione, you know, oh my goodness, what is happening here? It's like completely unexpectedly, someone is about to enter your life, someone is about to enter your spiritual journey, completely unexpectedly, and I absolutely love this. There is somebody very beautiful, there is somebody very responsible, there is somebody very creative, there is somebody like, oh my God, extremely intelligent. But this particular person like, kind of, when you look at that person, there is so many layers to this person, and when you look at this person gives a one particular vibe, like very, very sharp, very smart, very clever, very educated, very interesting, and at times it's a vibe like, oh, don't touch me, don't come near me, type of thing. And then you start to talk to that person, and there is like, oh my God, a whole new world. Like, there is so much more to this person that at that moment in time you discover in terms of who they are. They give one vibe on the outside, and on the inside it's like, oh my God, extremely spiritual, ridiculously spiritual, so open-minded, very intuitive, very psychic. But you're going to love it, how much you're actually going to be surprised about this, and this is going to happen completely unexpectedly. You're going to run into this person, you're going to come across this person, but for some reason you are going to be thinking, oh my God, this person has got so many responsibilities, this is such a responsible person. So there is something wonderful going to happen in between you and that person. Hello. But then again, my gorgeous Scorpioni, if you're obviously looking for someone and you're like, hello, my darling, if you're looking for someone and you're ready to mingle, that's absolutely brilliant. There is someone who is going to walk in and like this person is going to be remarkable. That's all I can say. Very different, very unusual, very beautiful, and very attractive in their own way. You will be able to understand exactly what am I saying and where am I coming from. The more you talk to this person, the more like you're going to like this person, and this attraction is going to be completely out of this world. So if you're looking for somebody very interesting, it's about to walk into your life, and you know that person is going to play a huge role when it comes to you making sense out of everything, you know, and almost as it's going to happen at the time where you're going to feel almost a little bit negative, and you maybe going to feel like not enough is happening, not enough is moving on, you know, and then it's just going to happen at the time when you least expected. So someone very interesting. I see a bit of a romance. I see an incredible harmony. I see peace, a tranquility that you're going to feel, and that means that you're going to feel so comfortable around this person as well. And if you are in relationship, or you are not looking for any relationship, or you're not looking for anybody, you know, it's really, you know what I mean? So if you are open and if you're looking for a relationship, this is like a really pretty much so someone amazing coming in, okay? But if you're not looking for relationship and you are whatever your situation is, then this is going to be somebody who is going to be an amazing friend or an amazing person who is walking into your life, and it has all those qualities that I said so far. You're going to find this person amazingly attractive, like equally attractive, you know, whether you fancy this person or not, you're still going to find this person attractive, but then I suppose you're going to see that attractiveness in a different way. So if you're not in a if you are in a relationship, and you're not looking for a relationship, then this is going to be like an amazing friend, an amazing person, or even a mentor who is going to walk into your life, and there is so much that is actually going to change. You will be able to understand so much about yourself and about your spiritual journey, and sometimes we need this in our lives because these people bring such a beautiful flavor into our lives. I'm not saying that, you know, we need people like constantly, but we are pretty much so spiritual beings. We are meant to be around people. Sometimes we want to be by ourselves, but it's good to be around people because we are indeed social beings. And when the really good people and really interesting people like find each other, because you're very open-minded, you're very deep, you're extremely intuitive. Not everybody can understand you, my gorgeous Scorpione, and this is someone who's going to be able to understand you, and it's still going to make an absolutely wonderful impact into your life. There are a couple of things you're going to realize about yourself that's missing in your life, but that person is also going to realize about themselves through you as well. So somebody wonderful is coming in, whether this is on a relationship side or whether this is like on a friend side or whatever level, it's still going to bring like an amazing impact into your life. And also, my gorgeous Scorpione, at around the end of the week, a wonderful news, amazing news. This one is gonna elevate you. This one is gonna make you feel like a big mama. This one is gonna make you feel amazing. Do you know why? This is with something very specific, and it's to do with you having this news and message which is going to put a massive smile on your face. Yes, it's going to need from you to reorganize things in your life a little bit and to make certain adjustments in terms of priorities. You will know that something is changing, but you will love it. But what this message is going to be all about, and why is this going to mean to you so much? Because you will know that the results of your efforts are nearly due. The results of your hard work are nearly due. you. This is going to lead towards success. This is going to lead towards you being so much better off materialistically. This is going to lead, this is even going to improve your health. This is even going to bring a healing energy into your life. This is brilliant because it's all about a victory, but also stability, and something nasty and negative at the same time. It's going to come to an end. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.